Hey, what's up everybody? I want to welcome you back to my channel, and for those of you who this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button right there on the lower left hand side of the screen, right there where it says subscribe. And while you're doing that, hit that bell button right next to it so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. So with that said, let's get into this video. I feel fine this week. I feel great. Yeah, I want to hear from other people. So back to the methadone, like I was saying, how I'm doing. So I'm coming down 3 milligrams every 4 days. I kind of can't complain. Like I feel okay. I don't really feel like, I don't really feel bad. I don't feel like ass. And I can't say that I don't wake up during the okay, I wake up during the middle of the night, right? And like last night I woke up twice, and I was so fucking mad that I woke up twice. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning this morning, and then I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I stayed up. So I know that the nights are getting shorter and the days are getting longer again because the sun came up at 6:31 this morning, and that's when it was all the way up. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I just saw the sunrise. So, and I was wide awake. I don't know if that's because in the back of my mind, I had to pay rent today. And I didn't know if last night I went to sleep with that, like subconsciously. I told my landlord that I would go deposit the rent money in the bank by the time the bank opened, and the bank is like a block away from where I live. So I don't know if I just had that on my mind subconsciously, and that is what woke me up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then that is what woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like when you're thinking about something, it's kind of like when a kid, like you can equate it to like when a kid wakes up early when, you know, the kid thinks that it's Christmas, or when the kid thinks that, you know, when you're a little kid and you're going to Disney or something, you're really excited about something and you can't sleep. I don't know if it's my adult version of that, or if I had a little bit of subconscious anxiety, or if it was, you know, the decreasing of the methadone. But I can't say that I felt like shit. I felt fine. I felt wide awake. I felt like I was just ready to start my day. I wanted to go back to sleep. I wanted to stay in bed. I wanted to let my you know, I wanted to let my partner sleep, but you know, Lance woke up, and I kept him up because I was wide awake. And I can't say that, you know, Lance and I were both decreasing and we're both coming off of methadone, but he is having a harder time about it. He is feeling really sick. He's feeling really anxious. He's feeling really depressed. And he's not moody, but he's very lethargic. And he's going to his primary care physician now, and he's doing a battery of blood tests and stuff so that they can find out what the problem is, because he says that he's felt like this for a really long time. So I don't know if it's just the decreasing of the methadone that's to blame. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't feel that stuff. I feel fine. I don't feel lethargic. I don't feel like I have to be in bed. I feel like I can stay up throughout the entire day. It's 9:25 in the evening when I'm filming this right now, and I have been up all day running around doing things. And you know, I paid the rent early because I was awake, so I went as soon as the bank opened. I was there. And I don't feel anything. But there are some days where I wake up in the middle of the night. Well, this morning when I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, I had that same, I was so hot that I felt like I was sweating between my thighs. always feel like I'm sweating between my freaking thighs. And I notice that I don't toss and turn. I notice that I don't toss and turn in my sleep. And I know that I don't toss and turn in my sleep because I always sleep facing the wall with my back to Lance, because Lance is usually like hugging me at night is how we fall asleep. So if I open my eyes, I'm looking at the wall, and so I'm sleeping on the left side of my body, and I notice that when I wake up in the middle of the night, the left side of my body, like my leg, my butt cheek, my lower back, my thigh, it hurts. It's sore. It's so sore that I have to turn the opposite way. So I know I'm not tossing and turning at night, so I'm not uncomfortable per se, but I'm not sleeping throughout the entire night consistently every night. So I'm having to take over-the-counter sleep aids to try to help me get a decent night's sleep. But even if I don't get a decent night's sleep and my sleep is broken, I still feel okay. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I'm still on methadone. Even though I'm coming down, I'm still on it. And I noticed that I really don't want to leave the house because I start to whine, and I have a few muscle sores or muscle aches. But once I'm out of the house, I'm normal. I'm just freaking cold walking to the clinic. And then when I get out of the methadone clinic, I'm so hot, I feel like normal. Like it all balances itself out. And I don't know if the methadone is to, I don't know if it's like the methadone is to credit for me feeling normal after I take it, because I can't possibly have metabolized it within 5 minutes of taking it. But within 5 minutes of taking whatever dose of methadone I'm on, I feel fine. I feel normal. So I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know how much of it is psychological, how much of it is credited to the methadone or not credited to the methadone. Those are the things that are going on with me. And it's just like, I feel so bad for Lance because I don't know what to do, but I can tell you that I'm not feeling anything really. And I want to bring an interesting side note. When I tried to decrease off of methadone before, I relapsed. And like when you're on methadone and then you relapse, you create, if you understand the science behind the methadone and how it fills your opiate receptors, so that you're not in this withdrawal state and you can actually live your life and go to work and go to school and all that good stuff. I have put myself in a position when I relapsed that I must have created more receptors for the methadone to have to fill so that I don't feel that withdrawal feeling. But even then, when I did that, I never, like 2 or 3 days after I used, I never felt sick. And I don't know if that was because I was still consistently going to get my methadone every single day. But I was still decreasing and I didn't get sick. But Lance would definitely feel it. He would feel like shit. So let me hear from you. If you're on the methadone program or you're on the Suboxzone program, let me hear how that's going for you. If you have any war stories or if you have anything that you want to share, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Go ahead and like this video, please. And if you have any suggestions for either me or Lance coming off of Suboxzone or methadone, any tips or tricks that worked for you, let me know. I haven't forgotten about my trip to the herbarium. I haven't been able to make it there, but I am going to vlog my trip to the herbarium to research more on that herb kratom or crotom. If you've ever heard about it, or you know of something else that can help someone who's coming off of a medical maintenance drug, go ahead and leave that down on the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.